the town of nowhere's grace stood a chapel of wood, with sorrow lined its face. A locket rusted on the preacher's chest, whispers in the dust. Betrayal's tale forged in flames, a love turned to rust. Shadows fall over the rusted locket, heavy lies the heart. Echoes of a love lost, tearing old wounds apart. In the silence of the ghost town, under the desert's moon, lies a tale of a cursed soul, singing a forsaken tune. They say he loved her more than the desert loved the rain, but she vanished like smoke on that old midnight train. He searched through cursed lands, his spirit set afire, finding naught but her locket by the chapel's burned spire. Shadows stretched from the rusted locket, darkening his fate. Whiskey whispers, son, it's your love turned to hate. In the quiet of the night, through the cold desert bloom, he mourns the ghost of a girl and his heart's endless gloom. Forgotten graves, he heard the train whistle cry. Stood a figure in the mist with vengeance in her eye. You took everything he said, his voice a broken plea. I only took what was owed, for you never belonged to me. Now shadows dance on the rusted locket under the moon's glow, a tale of revenge fulfilled where the wild winds blow. In the dust of the silent desert, where secrets refuse to die, he lays down by the burning church, never again to rise. Where the dust whirls the tales of the past, under the shadow of sins that will last. Whiskey bottles lay empty, souls hollow inside, in the town where the church fire and dark secrets lie. Echoes of train whistles mournful and low call through the night to the ghosts that I know. Blood on the church fire, flames licking sky, angels and demons in the smoke flying high. Revenge sings a ballad old as the stones buried neath crosses and unmarked bones. She was an angel, made the devil repent, but love turned to ash and away she was sent. Betrayal, a cold whisper on a hot desert night, led to a fire that set the heavens alight. Her laughter now haunts every corner of my dreams. In the silent desert, nothing's just as it seems. Blood on the church fire, embers of fate, where the heart meets the shadow at the old pearly gate. Songs of the fallen, hymns of the damned, echo through the wasteland, vast and unplanned. Face to face with my reflection in a shard, all my sins laid bare in a yard of disregard. The truth burns hotter than the fire's own wrath, walking this cursed land on a broken redemption too late. I carry this story, I carry this weight. Fate's written clear in the night sky's expanse. In the ashes I found my lost last chance. To the lost and the found, with blood on my hands and fire in my soul. In the heart of the desert, I've paid my toll. In the shadow of the dust-blown chapel, where the whiskey stains the barren ground, lies a tale of an outlaw, faded and frazzled, in a ghost town where silence is the only sound. Train whistle moans through cursed lands afar, echoing the screams that never quite heal. Blood on his heart under a vengeful star, with a grip as cold as steel. Blood on the outlaw heart, riding through the storm, cursed from the start, where the forlorn forms in the dead of night, where shadows part. Only the moon knows the blood on the outlaw heart. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a time when his soul wasn't sold to the gun. Betrayal burned under sapphire skies. Now he's just a shadow, always on the run. A forgotten grave, a burning church, memories as harsh as the desert sands. Each step he takes, a painful lurch in this desolate, forsaken land. Blood on the outlaw heart, darkness at his side, haunted by the part where the last light died. In the silent desert, he makes his art, painting his sorrow with blood on the outlaw heart. In the heart of night he hums a lonesome tune, the truth he seeks but never hopes to find. Blood on the outlaw heart, a tale of rage and scorn. On this cursed path he was reborn. In his final stand, as shadows dart, he embraces the dust. Blood on the outlaw heart, the echo of his deeds, a whisper in the dark, as the world forgets the blood on the outlaw. ghost of a town where the dust whispers secrets. Under the moon's silver watch, she walks without sound. Her veil's as dark as the night's cold embrace, past shuttered doors down by the ground of unsound. Whiskey bottles and decay line the chapel's old aisles, where once vows were promised, now only shadows attend. Oh, the silence of the bride in black, haunting the ruins of love turned cold. Her heart's a deserted track, echoing the lies that the winds have told. In the silence, in the black, revenge breathes a tale never old. They said he was a drifter, came in on a southbound train. Whistle cut through the night like a scream out of hell. Promised her forever, left only pain. Now her tears are dried up like the old wishing well. In her hand a faded photograph burns in the fire of the church where her dreams turn to dust. The silence of the bride in black wanders through memories as sharp as rust. Her love was a one-way track, gone with the wind and betrayal she trusts. In the silence, in the black, she walks the cursed lands, doing what she must. By the rails where the night hides sin, she finds him laughing a new love by his side. Thunder rolls as her vengeance begins. The storm's rage mirrors the fury in her stride. A flash of steel under the lightning's crack. Silhouettes entwined, then just one stands back. Now the silence of the bride in black carries the echoes of justice clap across the silent desert. She'll trek back. In her heart, a dusty road unwrapped. In the silence, in the black, bride of vengeance, no more to be trapped. So listen close to the wind's low moan, in the silence of a bride turned stone. In the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, no church burns, its ashes tell no lie. Whiskey bottles lay at the base of forgotten graves, echoes of our laughter carried away by the desert waves. Wind whispers secrets, cold and bleak. In this cursed town, it's the silence that speaks. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild. In the shadows of sin, I was beguiled. You were the storm, I the lone prairie, lost in the dust storm of what used to be. The train whistles mourned on the night you fled, with a heart full of bullets and lies unsaid. Our bed was a coffin, our dreams lay dead, trapped in the memories I can't shed. You promised forever under that old gold cross. Now it's just me in the shadows, tangled and lost. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild. In the shadows of sin, I was beguiled. From the depths of night to the break of day, and growl. The truth hit hard under the moon's cruel glare. In this land of the lost, was our love ever fair? So here's to the nights where the whiskey drowns the past and its lies in ghostly towns. Oh my love, no more dances, no more whiles. I walk alone through these endless miles, haunted by the love that time reviles, burying your memory under the desert tiles. And as the sun sets on this cursed land, I tip my hat with my heart in my hand. A lone gunslinger, a tale of woe. In the land of the lost, let the cold winds blow. Out where the horizon bleeds into a rusty dusk, crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. A lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom, echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost towns, silent as the grave, past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering when they speak of a path I once paved, through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run, haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storms stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep. Now it's just her ghost and the company I reap. In the quiet of the desert, the past is never asleep. Dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemned. So here I walk with dusk's chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend. In the shadow of the old church spire, underneath the moon's pale choir, lies a town swallowed by the sand, whiskey bottles and withered hands. Dust storms whisper through broken doors, echoes of boots on creaking floors. Ghost trains moan in the dead of night, haunting the edge of the fading light. Beneath the ghost town, secrets lie, buried under a cursed sky. Hearts once pledged in shadow deeds, now just ghosts and tumbleweeds. There's a tale of a love betrayed in the silent streets where we once played. A silver locket, a rusted gun, a game that two could never have won. She promised forever by the burning church, left a man with his soul in the lurch. Her laughter's a memory fading fast in the winds of a whispered past. Beneath the ghost town, vengeance waits in the shadows of sealed fates, where love once lived, now only grief among the dust and forgotten leaves. In this desert I face my sin, the echoes of what might have been. The wind calls out her sweet false name as I light the match, set the past aflame. Beneath the ghost town I find my rest, in the heart of the wild, wild west, forgiving the ghost in the desert's embrace. In the silence I find my grace. Each verse and chorus weaves through the sorrowed yarn of a deserted cursed town. It's forgotten tales and buried pains, immortalized in the old west haunting embrace. Out where the dust clouds hug the sun-fried streets, old Sal's bar stands, rust on its neon heartbeat. Whiskey bottles line the walls like silent sentries. Echoes of train whistle, ghosts in the prairies. A stranger walks, shadows cling like old debts. In the town that mercy and God seem to forget. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through, fueling the fires of a heart black and blue. Down in the valley where the cursed lands lie, you can scream at the desert but it won't reply. No mercy in the whiskey, no tears left to cry under the water.
Saw her reflection in a bottle, her smile a fading light. Haunted the bar stool since she vanished in the night. The preacher spoke of redemption, his church lost to the flames. Only the whiskey remembers, whispers her name. Betrayal's a serpent slips silent through the sands. Her love a mirage just slipped right through my hands. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. No outlaw's tale of a love untrue. Down by the rail tracks where the night trains, where the wind carries stories of a love gone stale. No mercy in the whiskey, no wrongs to right, just the echo of heartbreak in the cold moonlight. In the mirror behind the bar, a face worn and weary, an outlaw's eyes stark, haunted, teary, confronted by the man I've come to be, haunting this ghost town, this cursed country. But the bottle's my trial and the bar's my jury. Whiskey's the judge that passes no mercy. There's no mercy in the whiskey, it just burns right through. A story of the fallen as old as it's true. In the dust of the desert where sins lay bare, the whiskey's my refuge, my cross to bear. No mercy in the whiskey, just a soul laid bare. A heart once hopeful, now lost in despair. Out where the horizon bleeds sunset hues, old whiskey bottles tell their somber tales. Dust storms dance with ghosts of a cursed crew, and the train whistles moan old lonesome wails. Here in this dead town the church bell rang, once a beacon, now just fire and smoke. A testament to what the dark wind sang, on tongues of flames where dreams and demons spoke. Echoes from the desert wind, silent whispers of the sins, burning hearts and cold goodbyes underneath these haunted skies. Hear the echoes clear and thin. Desert wind, take me again. Was a girl with eyes like stormy night, fell for a drifter with a shadowed past, promised her love under the moon so bright. But desert roses just ain't built to last. By the forgotten grave they swore their oath, neath the watchful eyes of starlit plains, until she found him cold, his heart betrothed to the desert's curse that in his blood remains. Echoes from the desert wind cry for love that might have been, broken vows on sacred ground, lost souls never to be found. Hear the echoes mournful dim. Desert wind, claim me again. Silence between the sand and stone, found the truth written in the dusty ground. Her love was a ghost, forever alone, a shadow in the whirlwind, forever bound. With pistol drawn beneath the dying light, faced the echoes of his lies and deceit. Justice met with a quiet good night, left him lying where the earth and skyline meet. Echoes from the desert wind, final shots of revenge begin. Whispers fade into the night, desert wind carry my plight. Hear the echoes now grow thin. Desert wind, I'm yours again. This ballad spins a tale as old and worn as the desert trails, meant for a voice that has weathered many storms, echoing the sorrows carved by the relentless desert wind.
Black sun in a ghost town's embrace, whiskey bottles lay shattered, echoes of a fall from grace. Dust devils dance on barren lands where hope dare not tread. Train whistles moan through silent deserts, singing songs of the dead. Right through the shadows, under the devil's black sun, where hearts turn to stone and the rivers run dry. Lost love's a memory, fading at the end of my gun. In the land of the forsaken, under the ink black sky. Once loved a girl with fire in her soul, in a town too cursed to thrive. Her kiss was sweeter than redemption, the only truth in my life. But betrayal came on a burning church's breeze, with smoke that choked my faith. Now her ghost in forgotten graves whispers a lover's wraith. Right through vengeance, under the black sun, where promises break and the shadows betray. Her love's a ghost now, shot down by my own gun. In the land where even brave men kneel and pray. Stood face to face with the man I become at the crossroads of sin and salvation. A showdown with my demons under the eyes of a forsaken nation. The truth hit hard like the desert scorching sand. All I loved was lost to the devil's own hand. I'll ride alone under the devil's black sun, through cursed lands where redemption is won with a gun. No turning back, the past is a shadow I shun. In the land of the lost, until my days are done. There's a tale that whispers through the deadwood trees, where the moon casts shadows cold and stark. In a ghost town's heart beneath the rusted keys lies a casket
crowned with roses dark. A whiskey bottle rolls, the dusty street lies bare. Train whistles mourn beneath the sky so vast. That casket hides the secrets of a love beyond repair. Story of a passion that couldn't last. Beneath the roses in the casket lie the dreams that turn to dust. Each petal holds a tale of sorrow, wrapped in betrayal's bitter crust. He was a drifter, she was wild as the prairie wind. Together they blazed like a desert sun. But love that burns so fiercely soon finds its bitter end. Under a blood-red sky their fates were spun. In the silence of a church where vows were once declared, a blaze took hold, the flames kissed the sky. He found her locket in the ashes, realized he still cared. But in the heart of night he heard goodbye. Beneath the roses in the casket lie the dreams that turn to dust. Each thorn's a memory of laughter, fading into darkness like a ghost. On a night when dust storms whispered, he returned to where love died. Stood before the casket under starlight, faced the truths from which he'd hide. A shot rang out like thunder, vengeance called his name. The desert air carried his ragged breath. Her specter in the wind, calling out in blame as he knelt, defeated, confronting death. Beneath the roses in the casket, he laid down his weary head. Forgiveness or damnation, whichever waits in lands of dread. Each rose a marker of what once could be. Underneath, just shadows set free. Under the harsh desert moon, where the shadows claim the dunes, a ghost town sleeps with secrets, whispering old forgotten tunes. Whiskey bottle laying empty by a grave, no cross marks its claim. Here lies a tale of venom, hearts wrapped in a serpent's sinful game. Oh, there the winds cry serpent's prayer, echoes of the damned and betrayed. Fire in my throat, dust in my eyes, on cursed lands my heart's been swayed. The rattlesnakes hiss, the preacher's a miss, where salvation just a ghostly flare. Silent desert holds my confession, my lament for serpent's prayer. She was a flame untamed by love, burning through my brittle bones. Her kiss a venomous remedy, making a king fall from his throne. Betrayal's breeze brought me to kneel in the dust of my regrets. A train whistle moans in distance for a soul that never forgets. Oh no, the winds cry serpent's prayer, trail of vengeance and the misled. Love's a burning church at midnight, the silence of the wastelands, I met my ghost just at dawn. Face to face with my failures, as the specters sang their song, I drew my gun with a trembling hand, pointed at the heart of my despair. A shot rang out across the plains, answered the serpent's prayer. Oh, the winds die serpent's prayer, buried deep in the sands of the scorn. My fate sealed by this outlaw land. From this burden my soul is torn. Now here I lay in the silent grave, with my sins laid bare and rare. Beneath the stone I write my tale, the end of serpent's prayer. So let the desert swallow whole the story that the night air declared. A lone gunslinger's final word, the curse lament for serpent's prayer.
Down in the valley where the shadow people dwelled, under the eye of a moon pale as a bone, whispers float on a dust-ridden spell. In this ghost town I wander alone, a rusted locket clenched in my fist, bearing the face of a love long missed. Oh, the weeping sky and the crying wind tells a tale of a heart broken then tossed. In this cursed land where my sorrows have sinned, I keep searching for the soul that I lost. The locket's a keeper of the promise we made, not just a cold token of the love that it gave. Found her whispering a bottle of whiskey, lying on the very night the church in the valley burned bright. Heard a train whistle like her spirit was sighing, as the flames reflected in her eyes haunting light. They said love like ours was never meant to last. Now all that's left is shadows we cast. Oh, the weeping sky and the crying wind tells a tale of a heart shattered then cursed. In silent deserts where old ghosts have grinned, I roam aimlessly with my unquenchable thirst. The locket's rust is like the blood we once bled in that burning church where our vows were said. By the forgotten graves I heard her plea, echoes of betrayal the locket's truth revealed. A pact made in desperation, never set free, a heart's revenge on the battlefield. But the night grows cold and my vengeance fades. In the eyes of the locket my fury parades. Under the weeping sky and by the crying wind, I face the fate of a love not just lost but stolen. A whisper in the dust, a memory thinned. In the rusted locket, our cursed token. Resigned to wander neath moon's palest ghost, with her face in my locket, forever my host.
On a horse, a shadow under midnight side, crossing deserts where the old towns lie. Whiskey bottle empty, heart full of fire, riding through the hollow sky. The wind whispers secrets of a cursed land, through the ruins where the church once grand, burned to ashes in the devil's hand, with my love's name in the sand. Oh, the hollow sky where the lost souls cry, echoes of the deeds under watchful eyes. I ride for vengeance under starlit skies, haunted by the love I can't reprise. Once had a sweetheart, pure and true, her laughter a melody now overdue. Betrayed by a brother I thought I knew, left her in the ground, the morning dew. Train whistles moan like a ghost in pain, through silent deserts and forgotten plains. A badge of honor, now a stain on a heart that's bound in a bitter chain. Oh, the hollow sky where the lost souls cry, through dust storms swirling where dreams go to die. Riding for redemption where the old bones lie, cursed by the love I can't deny. Shadows at the break of dawn, face my brother, traitor on the lawn. Bullets sang a deadly song, now he's lying cold, his life withdrawn. Underneath the hollow sky now I ride alone, past the burning churches to the sins I atone. The echoes fade into the stones, a gunslinger's path eternally sown. Oh, the hollow sky witnesses my tone, silent in the desert where my grief has grown. Out in the Highland silent sands, with whiskey in my shaking hands, the ghost towns wail their lonesome sins as I ride through the desert wind. Dust storms swirl where churches burn, where love was lost and never returned. The train whistles mourn like an old best friend, echoes follow through the desert wind. Oh, the desert wind, it knows my name, whispers secrets, old tales of shame. Every gust a reminder of what could have been. I ride alone with the desert wind. Under the black velvet sky stars dim, recall the night betrayal did begin. She vanished like smoke on a cursed land's whim, her laughter lost to the desert wind. Found her locket near a forgotten grave. Promises whispered too faint to save. A silver bullet, a heart to mend. Revenge calls cold in the desert wind. Oh, the desert wind, bitter and wild, carries the cries of the devil's child. It sings a vengeance for my lost kin, my fate sealed with the desert wind. In the hush of night, my shadow stands tall against the backdrop where old wrongs call. The past and present now thinly skinned. My reckoning rides on the desert wind. So here I stand, where the church once screamed, accepting this life as fate had deemed. The desert knows my sins pinned, forever bound to the desert wind. Keep riding through till the end begins, just a ghost in the roar of the desert wind. Under a blood-red sky, where the vultures circle high, dust devils dance where the old church lies in ruins. Whiskey bottles clink in the silence of the ghost town. Every wall is a story, every shadow a warning. Echoes from the cursed land, they call my name through the whisper of the train, like a lost refrain. Here under the desert sun, where my sins lie bare, the wind carries my burden, a song of despair. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy night, betrayed by a kiss in the flicker of the lantern light. Her laughter now a memory, fading in the swirling dust. Her vows lie forgotten like a pistol left to rust. Echoes from the cursed land, a haunting plea. In the howl of the night wind, she speaks to me. Bound by bloodstained dreams in these silent streets, every stone tells a story, every echo repeats. By the burning church, I kneel and pray for rain. Wash away her sins, cleanse my soul from pain. But the heavens stay silent, just like her grave, hidden wide in this cursed land.
born, redemption has died. Echoes from the cursed land, I embrace the fire. Alone outlaws lament, strung on rusty wire. Let the desert claim me, let the spirits judge my stand. In the heart of the silence of this forsaken land.
In the shadow of the hollow, where the cold wind moans, rests a ghost town wrapped in secrets, all dust and bones. There's a whisper amongst the timbers, neath the silver moon, of a man who traded love for pain one wicked June. Whiskey bottles filled with memories, empty as the night. Train whistles sing of sorrow, fading out of sight. Worn out boots tread through the past, a heart so scarred and frail, on a trail of vengeance for the love that turned the sky to hell. Found her Bible by the burnt church, pages charred and torn. The day the preacher lied to us, the day her vow was sworn. Redemption lost in smoky rings, our dreams went up in flames. With every shot a memory dies, calling out their names. Whiskey bottles preach the tale, the days when justice failed. Desert stars watch silently, in cold truths their veil. Echoes of a love once pure, now whispers in the world. Each footstep a reminder in this forsaken world. At the edge of cursed lands, beneath the blackened sky, face the traitors of my soul. Knew one of us would die. Through the storm of lead and rage, saw her face in every flash. The bullets wrote the final page with a thunderous clash. Now I lay beside this forgotten grave, under sky so wide and brave. Revenge was mine, but at a cost. In endless dreams, her voice is lost. The desert keeps its secrets well, in silent sands where spirits dwell. A haunted tune the night wind sings, my heart bound to its broken strings.
ghost town. Streets empty as the bottles in my hand last night thrown down. Train whistles cry like the haunted tales they say. Whiskey breath and dusty boots leads a man astray. In the shadow of the church where the fire still burns lies a heart scorned by the lesson never learned. Silent grave ballad sung by the damned and the saved. Every whispered note a secret from the grave. Her love was a mirage, a sweet desert rose with thorns. Promised forever, left me nothing but scorn. A storm rolled in, the sky scornful and gray. Found her whispers in the wind, but her shadow slipped away. Under the steeple of smoke, where our sins lay in the ash, I recall the firelight in her eyes, gone in a flash. Silent grave ballad, echoes of a love that craved each lingering melody, crafted by the betrayed. Tells a sorrowful tale. Acceptance in the dust under stars that misbehave. Revenge, just a ghost among the stones of each grave. Every line rings like the last breath of a man alone. Echoes off the canyon walls through the marrow and bone. Underneath that crimson sky, where the vultures circle high, town of shadows whispers tales, silenced rails and rusty nails. Whiskey bottle by my side, spirit lost to the night's ride. Each step creaks in ghost town halls, to the tune of the dusty boots walls. Oh, dance me through the sand, where promises break like brittle land. Turn my heart with your cold false calls. Spin me around in the dusty boots waltz. Met a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel built with lies. Her love a dagger dressed in lace. My heart left to plead its case. Echoes of a train sad moan carry dreams we never own. Under stars that watched and judged, in our silent waltz we trudged. Oh, dance me through the memories plain, where shadows stretch and curse the land. Twist my soul with your haunting draws, lost in loops of the dusty boots walls. In the mirror of
I'm free at last.
In the heart of a silent desert, under a cobalt sky, there lies a moonlit graveyard where the forgotten cry. Whiskey bottles and dried roses lay scattered in the dust, echoes of train whistles in the winds we used to trust. Graveyard where shadows dance with the ghost of the bar. Beneath the curse of an old dead star, here lie dreams that wander too far. A burning church on the hill where we once heard hymns and lies, now just a shell hosting crows under smoke-choked skies. You whisper secrets in the dark like venom sweet and vile. Promise love near the old creek bed, led me mile by mile. Where I bury the pain that's been scarred. With a gun and a rose I write this ode. In moonlit silence alone I trove. Forgive me, love, as I lay you to rest in the heart of the land that knows no zest. So hear my tale, a ballad so grave, of love and betrayal no one could save. Lament, oh lament for the moonlit graveyard, where even the brave are marked.